But those people are not constitutional law scholars. And so I want to share with you something that you absolutely have got to know. The reason why I made the trifold and the 5A cop card, it's called the 5A cop card. Why is that? Why do you think the main square of the 3 panels, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent?
Welcome back to What the Hell, Karen? A weekly satirical series on Karen and the entire Karen family. Karen's long-lost brother woke up refreshed and ready to meet the new day. While driving his car on a Nevada state road, he was pulled over by a police officer. Not heeding his own advice on his patented get-out-of-jail-free trifold and 5A card to remain silent, he stepped out of his car and became verbally combative, which is a tactic he uses so he can later sue cops for violating his First Amendment rights to freedom of speech and freedom of the press, as he fancies himself as an independent journalist who should be above the law.
Driver's license, registration, sir.
How about you suck my dick, but I'll get it for you.
Okay.
You're a fucking piece of shit
Okay.
maggot.
Give me
I'm
your
more
driver's
than willing to
license,
give you my
registration,
license
sir.
and registration. I just want you to know what a piece of shit you are.
Driver's license, registration, sir.
Clearly going to identify I don't have any weapons, so these jacks
fine.
can't jump on top of me.
That's
You're
fine.
such a piece of shit.
Driver's license, registration,
I've
sir.
got everything ready to go for you.
Give it to me, please.
Okay, take a breath. Take a breath. De-escalate. You don't have to use your clips on me. He's not going to have to shoot me.
Driver's
You guys
license,
got your
registration,
police
sir.
presence now on the side of the road.
Driver's license, registration, sir.
Don't walk up on me. Let me get my stuff.
Driver's license, registration.
I don't want you to stand
back
right
in the
behind
car,
me. Don't
please.
stand behind me. What do you pigs always say? Don't stand behind me. So don't get behind.
Get in the
Step
car,
back.
please, sir.
I'm an unarmed journalist. My name is Jose De Castro. I have thousands of videos.
Call this out and get the supervisor out here, please.
Get the supervisor here quick. He's actually
Hey.
talking back to me. Oh my God.
No.
Are you scared?
Driver's license,
Just want to make
registration,
sure you're not
please.
scared. Well, just don't get on my back here. I gotta reach right here into my car.
Okay.
See that? Look at that.
Perfect.
License, registration, everything's right there.
Perfect. Can I have it, sir?
Yeah, I gotta take the tape off. You have to wait 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, listen,
I'm waiting on you,
let
sir.
me just explain something. You two boys ain't enough, okay? You would need help.
I'm waiting
So
on
just
you,
back
sir.
the fuck up off
Is that
of
a
me.
threat?
No, what I'm saying is get the fuck away from me.
Sounds like you're making threats.
Oh, now, of course, it's on camera, though, asshole. Chaplinsky versus...
I have mine out, too, so
Chaplinsky
just so you
versus
know, I
New
have mine
Hampshire.
out, too.
These are not fighting words. Fighting words are specific, dunce cap pig.
Was
You
this
fucking
registration
moron.
suspended too, I think?
My registration's not suspended. You're such a fraud, dude. Pull over here to tell you guys you're being assholes on Thanksgiving, and you just are a bigger
It's not
asshole.
Thanksgiving, tomorrow is.
Right, but people are trying to get home now, right?
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Right.
You're the one that's shaking.
No, I just don't like pigs jumping up all over me and you talking like you're aggressive to me.
I'm not aggressive.
not.
You are aggressive.
If you would just give us your stuff, you'd be out of here.
Right. No, you guys want to give people tickets on Thanksgiving. That's what you want to do.
Don't want to.
Then why are you here?
Because that's what they pay me for. That's what the
There you
taxpayers
go.
pay
There's
me
all my
for, sir.
information. There you go. My insurance is under the other one. You're welcome to uncover it.
Okay.
Oh, you better...
Have a seat back in your car for
I
me,
don't want to
please.
sit in my car.
Have a seat back in your car for
See
me,
if I
please.
can get my actual registration.
Can you have a seat back in your car for me?
Why can't I just stand here? Are you scared of me? I already showed you I don't have any
No.
weapons.
I want you to get back in your car
I'm good.
because cars are going up and down the road at like 100 miles an hour.
Right, but I'm good. You guys are good here. You got all your cops here now, and now you guys can gang tackle me for
No,
calling
that's
you
not-
out for
that's
giving
not
people
what we're
tickets
doing.
on Thanksgiving.
Sit tight.
Right, you can. Okay, you got backup. You got a camera. You got a camera.
Karen's long-lost brother, a self-proclaimed 20-year constitutional law scholar, who really should have an "I break for any police activity" sticker on his car, as he decides it would be proper to have a roadside debate with the police officer because he views what they are doing as morally reprehensible and thinks he can affect the way policing is done, one police officer at a time. However, a few problems regarding his car and him arise when his license is investigated.
Too, huh?
Yeah, suspended. And then the ID he gave me isn't even an ID.
It's a fakie?
It's a
Is it a copy? Is that a real ID? It looks fake to me.
no. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a photocopy.
Oh. What's he pulling? He's like kind of borderline sovereign or what?
Oh yeah.
So he busted a U-turn on you guys? While you guys were in the meeting?
So we're in the median. He pulls up. He wants to have the debate on what we're doing is ethically and morally wrong because it's going through the weekend. And I go, you need a lead cert. And I go, you can't make a U-turn. He goes, I'm just trying to make a U-turn. I go, you can't. The sign obviously says no. And then he pulls out some case and like big giant street sign that says no U-turn. So
He's just baiting.
yeah, that's all he's doing, and try to keep an eye on Ryan.
So I'm just kind of backing off a little bit. Just like, I mean, there's no winning with that kind of person. You know, there's like no point even engaging in a conversation because he has his opinion. That's it.
Violent tendencies. State pickup. Santa Monica Boulevard, Hollywood. Where's it out of?
Lawrence, Colorado?
Detain him. Detain him, please. I know, but I want him detained because he's got violent tendencies. Thank you.
After making an illegal U-turn and being pulled over and investigated, it is found that Karen's long-lost brother's bench warrant from Lawrence County, Ohio, is rearing its beautifully awesome head. And as we have seen, he gets very verbally combative, and that is now biting him in the ass, and he's being gifted with silver bracelets for his trouble.
145, 140. So we're just sitting here, and then he pulls up. He's trying to tell us how morally and ethically it's wrong to be writing tickets before a holiday weekend. And then I go, hey, leave us alone. And he's just trying to bait us, and I'm just like, whatever. So I'm like, fine, just keep running late. And then he goes, I'm just trying to make a U-turn. And I go, you can't make a U-turn here. There's a big sign that's posted that says you can't. He does it anyway. And before I could pull out of the shoulder, he pulls over and steps out of his car. He's waiting for us. He's just trying to bait us. So,
Just that one out of Lakeside.
yeah. But he's got this, Sarge.
What's the Santa Monica Boulevard? Is that
Ohio.
local? Ohio. Okay.
Ohio, but what's it for? Contempt of court, but it's red flag for violent tendencies. So I just wanted to tell him. You want to talk to him? I don't know if you do or not. But I don't know. His plates are suspended.
Is his license legit?
It's 27 right now.
Valid.
Valid.
You want to issue tickets in?
Yeah, I'll just issue him tickets.
Is it the same dude?
Yeah, it's the same guy. Oh, no.
No, it's Melody Detachment.
But he has a Nevada ID. Let me just check on that real quick to see what that said. Expired, surrendered, Nevada, OLN.
Valid, California.
Valid, California. So I'm just gonna write him tickets and tell him to get lost.
Just leave him detained until you cut the tickets out? You guys were just sitting in that center then talking cars, right?
Yeah. I thought he was gonna have something nice to say.
Karen's long-lost brother never has anything nice to say. People who are miserable by choice rarely ever do.
Going smooth until now.
he doesn't like the fact that he's the one that tells me I'm fat, I'm out of shape. He trains every day. He trains. We're all out of shape. He can kick our butts if we wanted to, but he's not going to. So take him out of box. I'm like, well, why would you say all that?
Stop now.
Yeah, that all you're saying is this, that, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, why would you say that if you're not trying to intimidate us? And then we just this with, well, I'm going to sue you guys, I'm going to sue you guys. I don't get it. I mean, I do. Oh, yeah, that's all it is. So that's what he was trying to do on the side of the road before, and then we said, don't do the turn. And he's like, I'm doing it. And so, is his license plate suspended? Yes. Right.
I want to be just traveling around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he said. He's national.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he's national. Nationally known. Travels everywhere and dates cops, basically. Tries to make.
Well, I mean, that wasn't really a bait. It was like a bait, and then you broke the law.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing if you try to engage us on the side of the road, but
Yep. All I told him is we're busy. We're creating a half of the apartment.
we're just stop.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's not really engaged.
Right.
Having played the game of fuck around and find out many, many times in his life, Karen's long-lost brother finds out that he loses at this attempt as well.
Please. Thank you.
Separate your feet for me, please. Separate your feet for me, please. A little bit more. A little bit more.
Just take me out.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Just take me out of the cuffs, dude.
Separate your feet
What
for
are
me,
you
please.
doing? What are you
We have procedures where we
Yeah,
follow on
what
how
are
to take
you
out
doing?
cuffs.
But come on, he's just cranking my wrist against the metal right now, and there's no reason for that.
Well, if you quit stressing, hand on top of your head,
now all of a
please.
sudden I want to fight you guys. Get out.
Hand on top of the head, please.
You tell me.
All right,
Go
stop
ahead, relax.
ordering me around, dude. That's the
That's
whole
not order.
He already patted me down. I already showed I have no weapons. I'm gonna grab my phone.
Well,
Come here.
It's right here, dude. My phone is right here.
All right.
So this pig authorized putting me in torture
Here's your
custody,
paper-
and this
here's your
pig is giving
paperwork.
me a ticket.
So basically, citation, Good Springs Justice Court, like I said, for what you did, okay?
For what I did?
Yeah.
Oh, for addressing you and
That's-
telling
no,
you that you
that
giving
sign
people
right there
tickets
that
on
says no
Thanksgiving
U-turn.
is freaking evil.
Sign says no
It's
U-turn
evil.
means you can't make a U-turn.
But it's evil what you did. And
Okay.
you putting me in torture cuffs and you sitting here knowing that I can't fight all 5 of you is just
You have a
stupid.
warrant for your
For
arrest and
peacefully
violent
protesting.
testing.
Does this sound like? Can I see it on the computer, please? Can
No.
I see it? Can I see it?
I can't disseminate
It
that
says
to
on
you.
the computer
You're
I'm
not
violent, though.
authorized.
Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Okay. How?
I cannot show you the computer. You do
Then
not
how-
have authorization to see our
Who
computer.
put that in there that I'm violent?
The reporting
Ohio.
agency.
Ohio said I'm violent?
Yep. Go talk to Ohio about it. Like I said, court date's there.
You're such a beta male, dude.
Take
You're
care.
free to go.
You really are a beta male.
Nope.
You're free to go. Get the fuck out of here. I'll sit here till I'm ready to go. You guys keep me. I'm going to gather my senses here. I need to
Drive safe, sir.
calm down. I'll sit here for as long as I need to.
Okay.
I mean, just jackboot thug pigs. Just pigs.
Sir, and they told you
He looked over his shoulder as though I was going to attack him.
they
What's
told-
the matter with you,
they
dude?
told-
why would
they
you?
told
Why would you watch
Can
that?
I speak, please?
You
They
already
told
did all
you your
your
plates
speaking,
are
bro.
suspended, correct?
I go to court on Monday.
Okay. Here's the thing: they're still suspended.
But I go to court on Monday.
Okay.
It was COVID. I couldn't go to
Okay,
court.
so you shouldn't be driving your vehicle until you go to court, or you get a permit from the DMV,
Right. I have court.
Okay.
Court on Monday.
because it can be subject to tow. Just to let you know.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
All right, you
Take
too.
care. Listen, we don't have to like each other.
No, we don't.
I didn't have to go to cops. That's so wrong.
Okay. Did anybody use any radio traffic? Did anybody do any radio traffic?
What about, yeah, I called it out as a regular stop.
But I mean, like did we say he's undetained and we're all
No,
cleared?
I never heard any of that. I never heard any of that.
the police interaction of his own making, Karen's long-lost brother goes home and decides to stream about the time he was in jail, even though, he claims he has no criminal record.
Let me tell you what happened to me when I was in jail. I was in Twin Towers in LA County for a week, charged with 5 felonies, equaling over 20 years in prison for the 5 felonies combined. I was innocent. The moment I went into the jail, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Place was dead quiet. Everybody was asleep. I walked into the Twin Tower jail bunk, and there was maybe 150 men inside of this bunk. And when I walked in, I had just been arrested. I had just gone through the torture cuffs, through the abuse. It was closer to 5 because they no-knock raided me at 3 a.m. They had me in jail by 5 a.m. When the no-knock raid happened, that was one level of terror. When I went into the bunk, a guy walked up to me when I went in there. I had a blanket. I was wearing a jumpsuit. They dropped me off, took my shackles off, walked me in the cell, locked the cell behind me. And a guy ran up to me and said, "Yo, who you with?" I had no idea what he was talking about. And I said, I'm in jail. I don't know what you're saying. And he grabbed my wrist and he looked at my name and he said, "Oh, Jose Maria." He said, "You're with us." He said, "Come here, I'll give you a bunk." I had no idea. He walked me over to the bunk. He took my mattress from me, put it on the top bunk, said, "You sleep up here." Then he opened up his hand and he had 3 packs of peanut butter and an apple. He said, "Here's some peanut butter and an apple in case you're hungry. And here's some water." And he gave it to me. It wasn't water, it was milk. It was a little tiny milk. And it was warm. So I didn't drink it, but I was really hungry. And so I ate the peanut butter and I ate the apple because I was starving. I had been no-knock raided. I hadn't ate since yesterday. And the next morning when I woke up, they said, "Yo, come talk to us." The same guy who dropped the bunk off to me. And I go and I sit with a group of Mexicans and they say, "Yo, your name in here is Hollywood." I said, "Excuse me?" And they said, "Your name's not Jose in here. We'll call you Hollywood." I said, "Okay." And they said, "You're with us. You're with the Latinos. Your name is Jose Maria. You're Latino. You're with us." And they said, "Anything that we ask you to do, we need you to do. And in lieu of that, what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with protection and food, and you'll get your phone privileges and you'll get all these things." I had no idea what I was signing up for. No clue I was joining a gang. 4 days later, they gave me the tour that morning. You go pee in the pisser, you go poop in the pooper. You don't pee in the pooper. 4 days later, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I went to the bathroom and I went pee in the pooper. It was an outhouse pretty much. And so I peed in the pooper and I went back to bed. At 6 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, when the chain gang starts and they start getting the people ready for court and shackling them in chains, the same guy called me over and said, "Hey, Hollywood, come over here. We want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." I walked back to the similar area I was last time, but this time all the bunks were put together. There was blankets hanging over a group of bunks that had been put together. And they opened up the blanket and said, "Get in, Hollywood." And I entered inside of there. And in there was 20 Mexicans in a circle. I didn't know what was going on. And Shorty, who was 20 years old, and he was in charge of the Latinos in the cell block. He was the head of the gang. He said, "Hey, Hollywood, sit in the center of the circle." I said, "Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I'm pretty freaked out." The same people have been giving me peanut butter and giving me extra milk because I would only drink the milk and eat the peanut butter. I wouldn't eat anything else, just peanut butter and milk, peanut butter and milk. They said, "Hey, Hollywood, sit in the center." I said, "Okay." I sat in the center. And then Shorty said, "Hey, Hollywood, Lil Ray Ray said that he saw you go pee in the shitter last night. Did you go pee in the shitter? We told you you only go pee in the pisser and you go poop in the pooper. You don't pee in the shitter. But Lil Ray Ray said that he saw you last night. Did he see you last night peeing inside the pooper?" I didn't remember. And I said, "I probably did." I said, I don't know the rules. I'm not used to it. I didn't know it. I'm sorry. I made a mistake." And Shorty says, "Okay, guys, Hollywood has admitted to breaking the rules. Who says we knock his fucking teeth out right now?" Let's take a vote. And around the circle, starting to Shorty's right, the first guy raises his hands. Let's knock his fucking teeth out. Then the next guy raises his hand. And then the next guy raises. It goes all around the circle. All 20 Mexicans raise their hands that they knock my fucking teeth out. And it got back to Shorty. He hadn't voted yet. And he goes, Hollywood, all these guys want to knock your pretty teeth out of your face. What do you think about that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know it. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You know, you are in a pit, in a dungeon, and there's 20 men who are going to jump you.
Karen's long-lost brother seems to have inserted a lot of detail into this story as if it is just that, a story. I mean, it has all the drama. An innocent man is no-knock raided, arrested, sent to jail, must join a gang in order to survive, breaks the rules, must face the consequences for breaking said rules, and must face the consequences of said gang. It could be that he lived through every bit of what he is relating, but let's hear the rest, shall we?
You, all of a sudden, look at the goosebumps coming up on my arms. You just, all of a sudden, you become you're more than willing to acquiesce. You're more than willing to apologize. You're going to get jumped, and the guards outside want to watch it. They want to watch you get the hell beat out of you. They'll come in before you're dead, maybe. So I start apologizing. I'm so sorry, guys. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to. And then Shorty says, Hollywood, they want to knock your teeth out, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go this time. But Hollywood, this means that if we come to you and we ask you to do something for us, you're going to do it, right? Yes, I will, Shorty. Yes, I will. You ask me to do something? Yes, I'll do it. No matter what we ask you to do, you're going to do that, right? Yes, I am. 3 days later is my 7th day inside of Twin Towers. I wrote an entire movie about this called The John White Story because I look white, but I'm Latino. I wrote an entire movie about it, 80 pages, about this incident, about the entire jail incident, but this was one of the stories inside of the script that I wrote. And 3 days later, on the 7th day I'm in jail, racial tensions have gone to a fever pitch. A black didn't let a Mexican use the phone in time to call his girl, and they turned off the phones on day 6. The Mexican who had the phone turned off, his girl left, and he couldn't reach her the next day. He spazzed out and said, the Enners have taken away my girl by not letting me use the phone. La raza, la raza, la raza. The Mexicans started chanting. 80 men. La raza, the race, the race, the race, they're saying. And they come to me. And on the black side, the blacks are doing their pump up, almost like Hawaiians, how they do the warrior walk, the warrior chant before they war. The blacks are doing their pump up. The Mexicans are doing their La Raza. And I'm on the Mexican side because when I went to jail, they looked at my name and said, you're with us. I didn't know what I was signing on to. They come to me on the 7th day and Shorty says, hey, Hollywood, listen, we're going to fight the blacks. But what we need you to do is we need you to go and take out Killer. Killer was the head of the blacks. And at the time, I was 27 years old and I was just jacked. I mean, my ears were still mangled. I hadn't had surgery yet. So I had surgery on both of my ears to try to get rid of the cauliflower. And so they come to me and they say, hey, Shorty. Shorty says to me, hey, Hollywood, you're going to be what's called the torpedo. And there's, 8 guys behind him. And I say, what's that? And they say, when we tell you to, you're going to run in. And the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take out Killer. That was the nickname for the head of the black guy. The black guy, who was the head of the black gang, that day, when the Mexican was freaking out about his girl leaving and he didn't get to talk to him, the black guy named Killer, you know how you hear all these jail stories and blah, blah, blah. Well, Killer went over to the metal pole in the middle of the room, like it's a 4-inch thick metal pole like this, when that Mexican was freaking out and rounding up all the other Mexicans that the blacks didn't let him use the phone in time. And Killer starts kicking the metal pole with his shin, like something out of a freaking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. He's kicking the pole with his metal. I'm like, Kong, Kong. I'm talking full on kicking it. So I'm thinking to myself, I saw him kicking the pole earlier. I know a lot of stuff in fighting, but he's not a wussy. He's not a wussy. And so when they come to me and say, we need you to go flying over there and attack Killer when we give the word, what am I going to say? I said, okay, Shorty. Okay. Because if I don't, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. They're going to stab me like they're going to kill me. And so I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So Shamu comes over to me. Shamu's the other white guy, the white-looking guy who's been indoctrinated into the Latino gang. And he says to me, Hollywood, here's what's going to happen. He'd been in jail for a while. He said, when you go flying in and you start fighting Killer, his lieutenants are going to step to the front and they're going to start stabbing you from the side. So when you go in to fight Killer, strike and back out. Strike and back out and look to your sides because they're going to be coming in with knives. What have I done here? I've been no-knock rated for no reason. I've been arrested for no reason. I've been charged with felonies for no reason. I get indoctrinated to a gang for no reason. I have no idea what's going on here. Shamu tells me that they're going to shank me when I go to fight Killer. I'm laying there. I'm getting ready. I'm mentally preparing that I'm going to die. If I don't go in, the people behind me that are with me will kill me. If I go in, there's a good chance that I die. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The jail cell, the entire cell with 150 men, dead quiet. Not a single word. The bunks have now been aligned so that they can lock they can put the blankets over both sides so you can't see who's the left side, the right side. You can't see because the blankets are down. And so I'm on the top bunk looking over to Shorty for him to give me the signal, right? I'm literally sweating, cascading sweat. I'm cascading sweat. It's hot. Nobody's talking. And I hear, DeCastro! I look up. It's the guard. You made bail. Get your bunk. Let's go. So the 6-8 guards come in. You know how they come in and they got guns and they're pointing them at everybody. And so I then grab my bunk. I go over to Shorty and I say, hey, thanks for everything, man. I shake his hand and I get bailed out of jail that day.
I will leave it to you to make up your own minds if his story was just a story or he actually lived through every single detail he related. Remember, folks, that life is tough for all of us these days, and Karen isn't afraid to bitch, piss, and moan about it. Until next time, this has been What the Hell, Karen?